Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with my video, and this time we have Spike with 116 rating versus VNLS with 401 rating. This is going to be a new format, DB rated match, and let's go ahead and hop right in. We're going to see VNLS win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and decide to go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Despia Tragedy, opening Magma, Brain Infusion, opening. They have Imperm, Unicorn, Thrust, Tier Limit Kashtira, and another Thrust. Okay, so they're going to go ahead special summon out Unicorn. I can't tell what deck they're on exactly. It might just be pure cash. Yeah, it's probably just pure cash. Bring out the Theosis for Fenrir. And then activate Fenrir effect. Go search for Kashtira Rise Heart. Overlay, make Shangri-La. And then activate Rise Heart effect. I'll see you really... I was going to say, really wouldn't want to do that in this scenario. Gamma on this would hurt. You're supposed to special this and then overlay for Shangri-La. Then special, like it's fine if you have birth, but you don't have birth here. You know, you'd be able to hit them with thrust afterwards. But banish birth, make them banish 3. And you banish birth there because you have tier limit Kashtira that can banish this to get access to that. So it's like the same thing as Big Bang, but then you also have birth for the follow up. Where like Big Bang, you need to like be able to detach it from something and get it banished to be able to get anything out of it. They're going to activate the Papayas effect and Tier Limit Kashtira effect. So, mill. And then grab back Birth. You know, hitting Blazing Cortesia and Fallen of Albez there could be really good. Some people only play one Blazing, and if they do, they get hurt by this a lot. Mind Tacker, hit the Grangoyle. And then Mind Tacker and Shangri-La. So, let's see, what do they rip from their deck? Yeah, just pass over 2 unused zones. Hits Brandon Red, Retribution. This is definitely a 1 of. This might be a 2 of. But the Retribution's gone. Shangri-La, pass over another one. And then activate Birth. Birth effect, a special summon out. And that's going to bring out the Tier Limit Kashtira. Overlay for a Rise Heart. And then set Imperm Passage or Fallen of Alvez. This is one of the reasons why I don't think, like, I wouldn't play that many Talents or Thrust in that deck. Just because, like, if you get hit with, like, a Book of Eclipse here, your, like, non-engine cards that are supposed to be defensives aren't defensives. But, okay, thinking here, they're going to activate opening, discard Tragedy, and then special summon out Aluber, and then Aluber 1, Tragedy 2, well, I guess, you know, Rise Heart 1, Imperm on Aluber. So you go to resolve, yeah, okay, go grab Dramaturge. And then they're going to attach Papayas, and then a Rise Heart effect to attach Imperm, Standby Phase, Shangri-La, there's no punish because you saw their extra deck, bring out Fenrir. Then activate a Rise Heart to banish the Aluber face down, and then effects, so we're going to banish from their main deck, we're going to lock their last 2 zones, we're going to Papayas, add back Tier Limit Kashtira, a Rise Heart to attach. This is really starting to be a lot. The Light of the Branded, they actually play this. Okay, Banishment's gone. Oh, old 3 Alubers are gone. Regain, which doesn't really matter. I guess the Banishes aren't that bad for losing like half your deck. And then they're going to activate, go ahead, pass over, attach. And then activate Branded Fusion. You know, these are getting banished here. Summon out Rinworm. And then Mandatory Effect. Rise Heart. Chain this. And then that's going to bounce to Shangri-La. Yep. So that's going to free the zones. And then Fenrir banish. But after you do that, it's like really hard to play through the board anyways. Okay, so Rise Heart effect to attach. Doesn't have the banish on it though. Summon Fallen of Albaz effect. Discard Magma. Use itself in a Rise Heart. Bring out Mirror Jade. And then Mirror Jade effect. Dump to banish. The Mind Tacker. Attack over. If they do play 2 Branded in red, then that'll definitely be set here. So main phase 2 thing. Because they could summon 2 Limit Kashtira. Is that what they're thinking? Do you actually summon this here? Okay. End phase, Albion, those Diablo, Spanish hit almost every card I want to set. Yeah, that's tough. I was gonna say, if they have Branded in red, they can like go Chimera, summon this back. That could be nice. Pass, draw D-Barrier. You main deck the D barrier. Oh, you're an animal. Thrust can set this card, but you're an animal. Especially when there's just so many decks that don't hand trap you. Summon Fenrir effect. Go grab Unicorn, normal summon Unicorn. Unicorn, grab Deosis for Scareclaw, Kashtira, special summon out by banishing. Then that right there is game, but they're gonna get Papyrus effect to add back. If they have anything banished, I actually don't remember if they do. Oh yeah, they could add back Fenrir. We have Allure, Mercarier, Talents, Blazing Cartesian, and Book of Lunar Eclipse. They have Pressured Planet, Unicorn, Fenrir, Terraforming Prosperity. This card is literally just worse than Book of Eclipse. There's no way you're playing it, especially in this deck. Standby phase, main phase, activate Allure, draw Banishment, Branded Fusion, banish Mercarier effect. This would have been able to grab Kit anyways, so that could have got the Branded Fusion no matter what. Summon effect, and then go grab Branded Lost, put back, then activate Lost, activate Fusion. They're gonna send the Springs Kit from the field? You do realize you have an entire deck, right? That's just a misplay. I don't even care what's in your deck. That's just a misplay, bro. That's literally a free dump. There's no way. You play Tragedy. Nah. Oh, you want to make this? Huh? Yeah. Take that back. Take that back. What is your goal here? No. Let him cook. Let him cook. Albion, dump Retribution, put back, draw opening, Blazing Cartesia to special, Blazing Cartesia effect. That's going to go in the Grangoyle effect now to go dump Albion. End phase. That's not real. There's no way you go for this line when you've already gone through Mercarier. You don't even have a Bestial. What is the point of this? You don't even set Book of Lunar Eclipse. I guess maybe just hold it to try to break their board next turn because you have Talents that. You have a lot. Okay. Grabs Branded in Red. Opening, discard Branded in Red to go grab Dramaturge. Retribution. Grab back Branded in Red. Activate Branded in Red. Target Fallen of Albaz. And then use those. Can't summon Mirror Jade with that. You would need to go for Lubellion and go through an extra card. Very surprised your opponent. Nah. Can't set an end phase. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because you're supposed to discard for Lubellion, then you would have had to discard for Lunar Eclipse. You would have spent way too many cards to do stuff. You just put all of your field into one thing. You didn't even try to layer your interruptions. Like, I thought Tier would have taught people that by now. You need to layer your interruptions. Like, if you can, you should. That was like the best thing about Tiers. You couldn't dark rule the board. You couldn't evenly the board because it just didn't matter because there were so many interruptions everywhere. They draw Birth, and that deck had Crime. Crime post side deck was kind of nice. Prosperity, go banish 6 to look at the top 6. Okay. Did you make Mirror Jade with Dramaturge and Albaz? Oh, good. Wasn't paying attention either. Long day. I feel like you may have been paying too much attention. I feel like that may have been the problem. But go ahead, look at the top 6, grab evenly, put the rest back. I mean, it doesn't look like they're trying to cheat or anything. It's just like, yeah, 116 rating. It's kind of tough. Go battle phase, then activate evenly. Yup. And that's just gonna cook the board. Main phase 2, terraforming. Go ahead, grab the Pressured Planet. Activate Pressured Planet. Grab Kashtira Rise Heart. Summon Unicorn effect. Grab the Deosis. I mean, like, they were kind of cooking there. They were like, opening, discard Branded in Red. Retribution, add back Branded in Red. But then you just, like, fumbled everything besides that one thing. Like, literally everything besides that one thing. Are you a YouTuber or something? Why we got so many watchers? Well, it's because I got 401 rating and we're like 12 hours into the format. And that's like probably number 1 or number 2 rating right now. bring out Fenrir, and then overlay those, go for Big Eye effect to try to take. They're going to chain to bounce. You return one monster on the field to hand. Okay. Birth. Summon. Okay. Bring out Unicorn. Overlay, go for Shangri-La. And then Rise Heart effects, special summon, effect to go banish, and then, well, sided out that. Oh, jeez. Sided out Big Bang. Banish 2 Lunar Eclipse, and the I'll be on the Shrouded Dragon. And then Shangri-La, lock a zone. Okay. Pressured planet to pop. Okay, and they let that go through. They do have opening, but I was going to say the opponent could just a Rise Heart. I mean, isn't this just worse than, like, summon a Rise Heart in attack position and, like, a Rise Heart beat over, and then this is just banished and not in the graveyard where it has a graveyard effect, and you get a second material under this, and attack, and then during their standby phase, you can summon off Shangri-La and planet pop if you want to get the third material, or you could set planet over planet. That's the real goo to get the material. I'm not saying that's what you do there. You definitely want to do that there, but I just like seeing that play. Draw a lure, Book of Lunar Eclipse, discard talents, banish, set those. And then summon Blazing Cartasia, activate a lure, draw Aluber, opening. Okay, but the open doesn't do anything. None of this does anything. Yeah, none of this does anything. When Brick, you did not just say that. You open Branded Fusion, Branded Lost with a Dark Monster on field. If I set Lunar Eclipse, Sag, GG's, bro, GG's. That was rough. Okay, seeing how long that match was, it's about 25 minutes long. Yeah, that was rough. Branded is not the easiest deck to play, especially because it doesn't have just like standard combos for it. Honestly, like the deck going first isn't nearly as hard as like the deck going second. Like that's how like most of like the freestyle type decks are. Like going second with them is kind of rough. Also, a lot of people don't know how to go second with Kashtira, like at all. They really rely on stuff like this. Not saying they do, but I'm saying a lot of people rely on stuff like evenly tasking talents and just praying that it somehow works. Because honestly, playing into a field with Kashtira isn't the easiest thing ever. 'Cause you gotta play like really, really, really well. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.